Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to give you 6 clear steps on how to start your career switch journey with beginner friendly examples. Hi, my name is Lillian. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate you. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment, and um, share with your friends. So, guys, in today's video, like I said, I will be giving you 6 clear steps on how to get started on your career switch journey. I've gotten these questions a lot from new people considering careers in tech. So if you're ready, let's get started. Now, the very first step I would advise you to take if you're considering a career in tech is do your research to find out what area of tech you're interested in. Now, for example, do you remember when you were applying to university for your undergraduate or maybe postgraduate study? When you had to like purchase the forms or fill the forms online before you chose to be a lawyer, a political science student, a sociologist, or any of that. You took time to really research what their job is, what you're going into, what is required. You took time to do all the due diligence. Now, if you're going into tech, you need to do the same. Tech is very broad. You need to decide which area of tech you want to go into. Do you want to become a software developer? Do you want to become a web developer? Do you want to go into UI, UX, business analyst, product designer? Whatever you want to go into, you need to decide. You need to read about it online, decide which one is aligned to your skills and your interests. And when you've made your decision, then you're on the right track to get started on the second one. Now, the second step you need to take after the first is learning technical skills. Now, like university, if you've decided to study sociology or maybe public health in school, after you've started your lectures, they're going to be teaching you courses that will lead you to becoming a public health specialist, right? Now, in tech is the same. When you've decided what you want to do, if you decide you want to become a software engineer, then you need to learn skills that will allow you to become a software engineer. Skills such as, learning programming languages, Python, JavaScript, C++, C Sharp, and a whole bunch of other frameworks you need to be able to work as a software engineer. The same applies to you if you're going into UI, UX, data, and all of that. You need to learn the skills that will need you to do your job properly. Now, you might ask the question, okay, Lillian, I want to learn, but where do I find these resources? I'm unemployed, I'm a student. Where do I get the money to learn these skills online? Now, the very first one I want to talk about is you can learn the skills you need to work in tech without having to spend money. In my entire journey into tech, I only spent £10 on a Udemy course. And I think you can probably spend that or even not spend any money at all. Now, you can find free courses on Free Code Camp, W3 Schools. You can find courses on Udemy. You can find courses on EDX, Coursera, and the most popular, YouTube. You can find resources on YouTube to get you started on your journey into tech. Now, the third one I want to talk about is build mini projects. Now, when I ask a lot of my friends who are working in tech what they would have done differently if they were to start over, they always say, I wish I knew to build projects. Now, building projects, just like university, when you're giving assignments, term paper, or group project, or some kind of mini project, is the same. So when you've learned a skill, you need to put your skill to use. You need to learn to build stuff. It could be a website, it could be design a product, it could be something, a way to put your new skills to use. This is going to really be beneficial to you because when it's time for you to apply to jobs, when you need to show employers and recruiters your progress, your skills, this is what you're going to show them. If you're just learning and just watching videos like this all day long, trust me, it's going to take a while before you get your first job in tech. But I know my followers are really smarter than that. So no one is going to just sit in front of a YouTube video or a Udemy video and watch it for 10 hours without actually following the projects on the video. Now, you might want to ask, where do I find projects to build? The good news is some of the courses on Udemy or anywhere else, any other platform you're learning from, some of the courses offers you the opportunity to build a mini project at the end of each module. So if you learn a module about HTML, they will require you or ask you to build a project at the end of HTML as a module. Now, you can also find mini project ideas on YouTube. You can find some online, and you can try to replicate popular websites like Netflix or Twitter. You can try to build whatever you want depending on how far you've gone in your study. Um, Having said that, guys, the very next one I want to point out, still under this point, is the importance of having a personal portfolio. So when you build your personal projects, you have to store them somewhere so that when I ask you to send me the work you've done, you can just send me a web link. Now, the only way you can do that is if you have a personal portfolio on the internet where you store your projects and you can easily send someone a link to say, hey, this is what I've done. Can you take a look? Or you have an account in places like GitHub. GitHub is basically a website where you can save your completed or ongoing projects. GitHub is something you should definitely check out. It's bigger than this video alone, so I'm not going to try to explain it. So if someone asks you to send some of your work for them to see, you can easily just send them a link to your GitHub repo, or you can send them a link to your personal portfolio. I hope that is understood. Anyway, the very next one I want to talk about is the fourth one: get yourself a mentor. Mentors can play a significant role in your journey into tech. These are people with some experience in the area you want to go into. So if you want to go into tech to become a data analyst or a QA tester, you can find yourself a mentor who is already doing this kind of job, or a mentor in tech broadly. These people will give you advice. I like to think of mentors as people who guide you based on their life experiences slash work experiences so that you don't have to make the same mistakes they did. So it makes the journey much smoother for you. It makes the journey also much quicker for you. So get you a mentor. Now, the fifth one I want to talk about is network. Please join tech communities online. The world is evolving. This means that it doesn't matter where you live in the world, you could live in wherever and you can join tech communities online based off another country. Join tech communities as a way to meet people, talk about the work you're doing, talk about your learning journey. And also, you can set up a very nice LinkedIn profile or set up your Twitter profile or set up your LinkedIn profile. Set up your profiles properly so that you can connect with the right audience. It's important to connect with the right audience. When I go to people's LinkedIn and they're trying to switch into tech and everything on their LinkedIn is about their past life, when they were working in retail as maybe a shopkeeper, a bartender. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're looking to get into tech, you can then start to tailor your profile to kind of match the goal you're trying to achieve. Because when you do that, the LinkedIn algorithm kind of suggests you to the right people and puts you in front of the right people. Okay, guys. So having said that, the final one I want to talk about is continuous learning and development. Even after you get your job in tech, you need to continue to learn. You need to continue to improve. This is because tech is very dynamic. It's always and constantly changing. If you don't keep yourself updated, you will lose track of what is important. You will lose track of what is happening in the industry. So you need to continue to learn and develop. So never just sit idle. Even when you're applying to jobs at this point, applying to jobs, connecting with recruiters, you have like a robust network. You need to continue to learn. because things can get really, really duplicated quite easily. So I am hoping that these 6 clear tips are able to help you to get started right away on your tech career. Remember, it's good for you to get started today than get started tomorrow, because procrastination is really not your friend. I know you think it's your friend, but it's not really your friend, it's your enemy. So guys, I have another video on how to deal with procrastination if it's something you're struggling with, and I have another video on how you can plan and get started right away. So guys, I hope I've been able to help you clear some of the questions you have in your beginning of making decisions as to what area to go into and how to get started. Please leave any comments or questions in the comment section. I'm really, really excited when I read your comments. Thank you so much for your time. Take care. Bye.